it's one thing that Braun turns out to be the guardian of the grill. That's just the Fisher King type shit. That was flipping. Then to see that Yakima, they were calling Satan's real name publicly as Mark because it's pun of Akuma. All right, that's another one. But now you got the Pope with all this other shit changing. And it's like this. You know, I don't mean to flip some of you out, but slowly but surely I have to get you to this level. Otherwise, you won't have the power that you need. And I'll remind you, you have to apply this shit selflessly. The Bloody Mary thing is a really good example. I'm going to give you why. Because, like when I say, my wife married me off to hell, little the goddess of death type shit, I was in a situation where drinking her vagina blood. Now, what I'm showing you is that there's another way where you could, where I was saying, if you doubted blood over intent and blood magic, then go mix up a Bloody Mary with vodka specifically. If you can get a woman to mix up some of her vagina blood in there, that would make it more mythical and more powerful. But just the vodka in there, the spirit. They call vodka alcohol spirits for a reason.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary is clearly a spirit in a mirror, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people have heard, like you see Ghost Adventures. These beings are just a shadow of themselves. What I'm saying to you is that I know you've seen in videos spirits do spooky shit. You may have even heard of a spirit killing people and shit like that. And what I'm saying to you is that most people will not walk into their fucking bathroom, spin around saying Bloody Mary, with or without a candle. That would you don't get the concept of where Bloody Mary came from. This is Queen Mary, they killed her in 16 whatever, and they said to everybody, if you look in the mirror and spin around, whatever, and Queen whatever is going to come and get you, Bloody Mary. So they attach something to a force that has no blood of its own. I mean, this is like when I say to you to mix up like V8 as an example, V for vagina and like 8 like the feminine. They show you like the bottom of the 8 is bigger than the top of the 8. This is like the woman with the curves. And what I'm saying to you is that going in front of the mirrors, literally, Bloody Mary. The devil sent me. Yeah, and then you take this. You spin around 3 times. I'm sorry, 1 time. And you take this cup and you visualize as you're drinking it that you're literally drinking it from the vagina of this Queen Mary Tudor. Not in your head. You're thinking still Bloody Mary spooky with a face down and hair like this, like they show you in videos, like stupid videos. They always show you Bloody Mary like this with like long hair, or they show you like a dark face that flashes for like just a fraction of a second, and you see the person can see it, they get flipped out. The spirit world in general, people they won't. They'll say they don't believe in it, but then they won't walk into the fucking bathroom and do a Bloody Mary. I mean, how long did it take you to come to the realization that this is not going to get you possessed or spooked out or anything like this? This is like people.
It takes some time.
You're worried about demons or whatever, being possessed. You'd be so lucky. I don't even know, like, hold on. I'm telling you, doesn't matter what name you call it. If I had my own adventure, ghost show, whatever, the minute I got to the place, I'd be spilling up some fucking blood, and I'd be calling out the ghost, and making a very clear point. You're just a shadow of your motherfucking self. You're already dead. You're not here, mixing with the living every day and affecting shit. So you threw some fucking plates off my fucking refrigerator. I mean, you think ghosts are so mythical, they could throw plates in videos. What do they do with plates? They move chandeliers. How is that bringing forth heaven and earth? Explain this to me. You got all this mythical power. You got no fucking body. You can make that chandelier move. Make that fucking plate fall off the wall. I assure you. They're already dead. They can't make atonement for their filthy souls, sir. You know, you're in the land of the dead in this body or without a body. I mean, this is funny. You're already legally dead, but somehow, so you get all spooked out about spirits or something like this. The real power's in the blood, and spirits have, guess what? None to spill up to make the atonement for their filthy soul. And this is God's law, and animal sacrifices are insufficient. And I assure you, the spirits get behind you when you stand in this type of thing, because they're dead, but now they can see it, but nobody else that they can see it to help in the spirit world. You know, they want to help people go down the right path. But where would a spirit even begin to get you on that track? Like a spirit said, to your mind, you're on a flat earth plane. You'd have to start researching flat earth and then get used to the idea of Satan talking about one side, I mean, there's just so much stuff that you're legally dead already. You're being sold on the stock exchange that you just want your ass stretched, your mouth stretched, and your pussy stretched. It's that. What I'm saying is that people really love the abuse. They enjoy it. I mean, some of the best porn probably we like to watch is like the one where, it's just funny. It's like you don't watch porn where like people like, oh, I love you, kissing. I mean, you watch porn to see people bumping uglies, this type of shit. So what I'm saying is like, you never left Egypt, or Sodom and Gomorrah never was blown up. You're living in it right now. You know, people they like Babylon and shit. You know.
This is Babylon.
When I say everybody's being watched, you can't. Let me put it like this: the universe needs to balance out, and if it needs to balance out, it's because it's watching and taking notes, and it knows it has to balance out, or it's gonna do some shit. So, when I say the collective consciousness of the whole, like the sun, is reading shit off the Akashic record, and you're looking at it, and it's giving it to you, or you're not looking at the sun, and it's burning all your stupid shit that you're doing into the Akashic record for future generations to see what the fuck these people were thinking back then, until this guy stepped up and said, look, it doesn't matter if it's Bloody Mary or whatever fucking being. If it's a female being or a male being, you know, what I'm saying is that this concept of spilling up your blood for a being that's already dead. Why would you do such? I mean, I do it for the living and the dead, and you know, people who aren't even born yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like no soul.
That's why you have to talk to them.
They may not have a body, it may be Bloody Mary, but she's still got a soul. It's just trapped in a mirror. And people are, and it's just the whole shit that's thrown up at people at this point. All I see is like, unless they're like part of like this little community, I don't see any intelligence out there at all. I mean, even if I was to pick up like a new career tomorrow, like if I said I'm not doing plumbing, I'm going to be a doctor tomorrow. You know, in like 48 hours time, I'm going to watch every fucking surgery video there ever was published. You know, and I'd be like a master knowing shit, just like you know how to put your key in the door when you leave the house and lock it, walk to your car or whatever, unlock the door. I mean, this is like shit you do every day, right? So I pick up on shit pretty quick. Like I said, I've only been plumbing for a year. That's a lot of shit to learn. I can get around to today's video. I'll get it up there like an hour after we're done talking. But you see a lot of cool shit I've learned, and people who, I mean, if you didn't like what you were doing today, you mean people. A job is just over broke. The employer pays you just enough so you don't quit, and you work just enough so you don't get fired. That's a shit. So,
Yeah. And I always see you talking to people too, like, because like you're putting up your blood up there for them, in whatever way, and like you have to address them, even if they're like spirits. Like you have to talk to them. Like you can't really be afraid of them. You can't ignore them, especially if they're the ones that are there using your blood.
I can tell you this: I'm surrounded by like a gang of motherfucking invisible beings that, you know, like people around me, all the time. I mean, doesn't matter where I go. It's just weird shit. And it's not an accident. Like when you think of Khan in the Star Trek Discovery, he had his 72 family members, like the 72 genie of the Arabian Nights. Plus Khan, or like Satan. So when I say like this Prince of Demons type shit, and you think I'm crazy, you would never think to print off a demon sigil with your blood on front, but you'd be watching EA co-waiting, telling you to set up a whole fucking thing. Oh, really? That was the fucking most ridiculous thing ever. No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And it's that nothing about those other beings that you see doing magic or whatever, they're talking shit. They're never self. I've never seen anybody talking selfish shit ever. When have you ever seen a magician do it? I just saw somebody publish a book. I want to win the jackpot. I had to republish a lotto showing you the lotto's rigged, just like the Super Bowl's rigged. They printed the fucking Patriot winning T-shirts and started selling them on the TV a week early, so that you would know, whoever was trying to pay attention. It's like if you were in the betting thing, you could have bet on this game and won. I mean, I deleted the video. But the Patriots won anyways. It just shows the story. It's all rigged. All the numbers, the 53s, and all the people that are associated with this whole enterprise, flat out tell you, it's fucking entertainment. So they can rig it, somehow get away with it, and take the monies and bet on that shit. Las Vegas gambling, whatever. Betting on sports is a big business. If you finally come to the realization it's rigged, it's like what I'm saying. Somebody says the game ain't rigged, and I'm gonna tell you, running down the clock in itself is rigging the game. That means that there's 5 minutes on the shot on the clock, and you're not going to give it your all. You're just gonna down or whatever, just fuck off. I mean, where's the sportsmanship about that? You're not going to give it your all to the very end of the game. I'm beating your what? It's the whole thing is rigged. From guys missing passes to whatever. We know they're professionals. I'm just saying that. The fact that anybody bets on sports in general, it's like the lotto shit. I mean, I see people at the lotto that's been pulling money out. I see them pulling shit out their wallet. And I'm thinking to myself, you're a fucking fool. I mean, you see that guy on TV that won the lottery? I assure you, the guy that they're telling you about, who says he rigged the lottery, he was talking in front of Congress and shit. He's like, yeah, I would give him the numbers. They would then just give me half of the money, or this type of thing. And what I'm saying to you is, he did this in all kinds of states. So just remember, people commit a lot of crimes. Just the ones they know for sure about are the ones they're telling you. 5 states. Bullshit. Only 5 states. This motherfucker was onto something. He'd have been giving this shit out for, like, look what I figured out. Pay me $1 million and I'll show you how to do this, and it'll expand into your state. What I'm saying is that for you to suggest for a second that it was just those 5 fucking states makes you. It's like saying that you're using the Onion browser and that you're surfing the internet, anonymously. The U.S. Navy intelligence made the fucking browser, and you're going to sit here and tell me that you're not fucking retarded?